So, Logan Paul just fought with his wife and the video went crazy viral. But did you know in the video, Logan Paul was wearing a watch? I researched about it and it was a Patek Philippe World Time. The price of the watch will literally shock you. It costs around $130,000.
It's absolutely stunning and perfect. This is everything I wanted and more, and so are you.
Thanks, babe.
How much did it cost?
I'm not gonna say.
No, you can say 6 digits.
Well, that isn't indicative of how much it costs.
Big update just dropped, and it's messy. Logan Paul's wife stepped out with a statement flashing that 6-digit ring. But instead of being called a trophy, people are branding it the crypto scammer's ring and the 6-digit gold digger ring. Now the internet's convinced the couple is headed straight for divorce. And guess who's taking the biggest hit to their reputation? Logan Paul himself. Logan once sat at the very peak of online fame, untouchable with millions watching his every move. But fast forward to now, the only thing really keeping his name alive is his WWE contract. If it wasn't for that, fans swear he would have faded out just like Jack Doherty, gone with barely a headline to his name. Let's not forget the chaos that already dragged his career down, from shady crypto projects to lawsuits piling up, even the infamous clash with CoffeeZilla. People nearly erased Logan from memory until Paris happened.
Incorrectly, he doesn't believe in marriage, would never let the government dictate who his life partner is based on a piece of paper, but went through with the rigmarole of a ceremony to make Nina happy. No wonder the vibe was off. It's hard to be joyful at your wedding when you know the man you're marrying doesn't even believe in marriage, but has put on what he calls a song and dance in order to stop you from bothering him for a while. Mystery solved, I guess, and it looks like there's trouble in paradise already. If you look closely here, we can see that they're fighting in the car. Like, it looks like a physical.
That viral clip with his wife snapped the illusion in half, and suddenly everyone realized their so-called perfect love was nothing but a staged photo op. Behind the Instagram smiles and luxury trips, things look way different. That moment in Paris didn't scream romance, it screamed tension. Fans are asking straight up if this is even a real marriage or just a contract deal cooked up for publicity. And the biggest question floating around now, when the contract runs out, does the marriage run out too? Social media is already tearing into Logan's wife, dragging her for flaunting her lifestyle, while the relationship itself looks shaky. So right now, the internet isn't just buzzing about Logan Paul and Nina Agdal's shaky marriage after that heated car fight in Paris. Things are unraveling way deeper than anyone expected. That clip lit the spark, but the digging that followed, it's exposing layer after layer of drama that fans didn't see coming. This isn't the first time Nina's name has been dragged into controversy either. Remember when Tristan Tate, Andrew Tate's brother, went public and put her on blast? That alone caused chaos. But then came Dylan Dennis, who dropped receipts and wild claims that literally had the internet talking for an entire year. People were stunned at what he revealed. And Logan and Nina's response? They actually went as far as suing Dylan just to shut him down. Here's where it gets crazy. Some people believe that lawsuit wasn't even about protecting Nina. Rumors say it was just Logan's play to spin the situation into another payday. At first, Dylan was painted as the ultimate villain. Social media was roasting him nonstop.
His name until now, because he keeps saying my name.
Tristan Tate is the weak link. He's shaped like a gingerbread man.
He's had, 6 fights, lost them all. He would have left with a higher male body count than his fiancée. That's how he would have left jail.
But the more people started digging into Nina's past, the more the story flipped. Suddenly, the villain label slid off Dylan and stuck to Nina. And that's when questions about her real motives started exploding online. Fans began whispering that Logan was never her dream guy. He was just the safe option. Her history, the old scandals, and the things Dylan and others brought to light tore apart the glamorous image she had worked so hard to build. What came out completely shifted public opinion, painting her as someone chasing fame, not family. And here's the darkest part. Nina herself has admitted in past interviews that her focus was on becoming an international sensation admired by men worldwide.
I just think that Logan has, and now seeing how he's taking this personal stuff, like his mind is not there.
What have you heard from them on their end?
The zone has put a little bit of a trap on me, but there's definitely trouble in paradise. I'm not gonna lie. I was like gonna praise him because like, you know, I'm all about like trans and like LGBTQ and everything. So I was gonna be like, oh, this is awesome. He like has a fiance that's trans. So I thought she was. Fucked. And then I looked it up and it was a girl. And then I started seeing all the stuff. So I was.
She never once prioritized loyalty or family life. After everything that's been exposed, Logan Paul and Nina Agdal's marriage is starting to look less like love and more like a staged publicity stunt. Logan has paraded Nina around for clout, plugging her into prime promotions, attaching her face to his business moves, and even using her pregnancy as marketing bait for extra buzz. That's not romance, that's business dressed up as a relationship. But here's the twist. It wasn't just Logan pulling strings, Nina played the game too. Both of them cashed in on each other's image, and now the messy truth is out for everyone to see. Their picture-perfect marriage has turned into a circus of scandals, and the whispers of divorce are getting louder every day. If that split actually happens, Logan could be forced to hand over half his fortune in the blink of an eye, and that would hit harder than any lawsuit he's faced so far.
I don't really think peas are that pretty, so I prefer you to hide it inside cash.
That make either of you gag?
My gag reflex is pretty strong.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
I have to say, it'll take a lot.
Okay. Okay.
Wait, you went further.
Okay. We're talking about food. I don't even know where we're at right now.
What are you talking about?
This category.
Logan's life is crumbling piece by piece, and this time it's personal. That flashy 6-digit gold digger ring marriage that fans mocked online, it's already rumored to be hanging by a thread. And if it really collapses, it won't just be headline gossip. It'll be the knockout punch to Logan's entire empire. Think about it. Prime was supposed to be his golden ticket, once pulling in hundreds of millions. But now schools are banning it. Lawsuits are calling out dangerous caffeine levels, and furious parents are demanding answers. The one brand that tied him to the mainstream is suddenly shaky. And as if that wasn't enough, the crypto scandal is still haunting him. Millions vanished, investors betrayed, CoffeeZilla exposing every shady move. When Logan tried clapping back with lawsuits, it didn't save him. It wrecked him even more. Every move he makes now feels like it backfires. Remember that bizarre BBC stunt? Instead of facing tough questions like a man, he dodged them by sending his twin brother to insult the journalist. That moment torched whatever little credibility he had left with the mainstream press. From there, his whole image started crumbling like glass. He built this fragile reputation on hype, stunts, and sponsorships. But the one thing that could have grounded him, his marriage, is collapsing in plain sight. The Paris car fight, the viral arguments, the whispers of a contract marriage, it's all painting a picture that his family life is just as fake as his business schemes. And now the whole world can see it. Here's the brutal truth. Once a man loses his business standing and then his family, he's done. That's the finish line. Logan is standing right on that cliff edge. If this divorce becomes real, he won't just be finished with YouTube or his shaky Prime empire. Even WWE won't be enough to keep him in the spotlight. This would be the death of Logan Paul as a public figure, period. And it gets darker when you think about the child involved. Fans are asking the real questions. What kind of future can a kid have when both parents are more focused on money grabs, brand deals, and clout than building a genuine family? A father chasing scandals and a mother accused of chasing fame? That's not stability, that's chaos waiting to explode.
Football stadium full of people once.
People are saying if Logan and Nina truly cared about each other or about their child, they'd be in a completely different place right now. Instead, it looks like they're locked in this endless cycle of scamming each other and playing the public. And when that's the foundation, greed, ego, and lies, peace and stability don't just disappear, they never existed in the first place. Logan Paul's so-called empire is falling apart brick by brick, and you can see the cracks everywhere. Prime, the one brand that turned him into a business mogul overnight, is now getting slammed with lawsuits and bans. Parents are blasting it for being unsafe, schools are removing it from shelves, and health experts are calling it a time bomb in a bottle. What was supposed to be his golden legacy is now turning into a liability that could wipe out millions in revenue. On top of that, the crypto mess still haunts him. Investors are still bitter about the millions that vanished into thin air, and CoffeeZilla's takedown left a permanent stain on Logan's credibility. No matter how many flashy WWE entrances he makes, those scams are glued to his name like a scar that won't fade. And then there's the personal side, the marriage meltdown with Nina Agdal. That Paris video didn't just look bad, it confirmed what everyone already suspected. The romance was staged, the loyalty wasn't real, and the marriage is cracking under pressure. If divorce hits, half his fortune could vanish overnight, leaving Logan not just broken trust, but possibly broken cash too. For years, Logan sold the image of being unstoppable, the fighter, the hustler, the businessman. But right now, the fighter looks cornered, the hustler looks exposed, and the businessman looks finished. Every scandal adds another nail to the coffin of his career. And this time, there might not be a comeback waiting on the other side. At this point, Logan Paul isn't just battling scandals, he's drowning in them. His businesses are under fire. His marriage is hanging by a thread, and his public reputation is shredded beyond repair. Every corner he turns, there's another storm waiting to hit him. From courtrooms to social media to even his own home life.
It's absolutely stunning and perfect. This is everything I wanted and more, and so are you.
Thanks, babe.
How much did it cost?
I'm not going to say.
No, you can say 6 digits.
Well, that isn't indicative of how much it costs.
Logan has no safe ground left to stand on. The WWE partnership, which once looked like his saving grace, is now getting dragged too. Fans are already questioning if WWE wants to be tied to someone with this much baggage. Sponsors hate bad press, and the moment Logan becomes more of a liability than an asset, that door could slam shut on him just as fast as it opened. And while all this chaos explodes in the spotlight, the whispers about his personal life keep spreading. People are pointing out that Logan built his career on hype and manipulation, and now that same playbook is backfiring. The Paris fight showed the mask slipping, revealing the truth. Behind the cameras, he's not a star husband or a role model. He's a man desperate to hold on to a collapsing empire. The scary part? Once the money starts slipping away, the so-called friends, the business partners, the yes men, they'll vanish too. Logan won't just lose his wife or his businesses, he'll lose his entire circle. Fame fades fast, and when it does, it leaves nothing but silence. And Logan Paul is closer than ever to that silence. Logan Paul once stood as the loudest, flashiest name in the influencer world. But now, his empire looks like it's crumbling in real time. From crypto scams to prime lawsuits, from staged marriage drama to public meltdowns, every chapter of his story screams downfall. What started as a rise built on hype has turned into a freefall built on lies. The truth is, when a man loses the trust of his fans, the loyalty of his partner, and the respect of the public, there's no crown left to wear. Logan Paul isn't just fighting scandals anymore. He's fighting for relevance, for survival, and maybe even for his legacy. And right now, that legacy looks shattered beyond repair. If you made it this far, sound off in the comments. Do you think Logan Paul can ever come back from this? Or is his career officially finished? Make sure to like, share, and subscribe if you want more deep dives like this.